Hello, YouTube. I'm back again. So usually this time of day, I'll be pretty much getting ready to go to bed. But anyway, I broke my camera the other day. I broke the shutter on it, so I would have made a video and released the video today. But I decided I just go live and post this as the video I would have made because I'm a piggyback on what I was talking about the bots out there. A lot of people don't understand the significance of bots, but the bots are coming. But before I go any further, I'd like to thank Donna Divine Prepping for the Christmas card and the package. Thank you very much. Hey, Gardner Josh, how you doing? I really appreciate that package. Thank you. Um, yeah, Bobby Sun. Oh, okay. How you guys doing? I think you guys will be up this late. Here on the East Coast, well, the East, in Ohio, it's 11:45 in the evening, and so I guess out in California, it's about what 8 o'clock, 8:30, 8:45. So anyway, let me get to the point because I'm not going to be on here long. I just want to tell everybody that the bots are coming. See, people think I'm crazy. They think, oh yeah, you've been watching too much RoboCop and stuff like that. Let me tell you something. Amazon already signed a deal. This in a few months, Amazon probably this summer or before then will start selling bots to the public. I'm not talking about those groomers that rolling around like that. They're gonna actually sell what they call social bots. They already gave them names. They gave you got the Buddy Bot, you got the Astrobot, like Astro Boy, Astrobot, and you got the bot Handy. They already gave them names. They partnership with Samsung and Amazon, and they're about to send out the next generation of bots, and they're on their way. And do we have the fear? I don't know, but I'm worried about anything that is supposed to help us is not always there to help us. With all this stuff going in. Hold on, let me get myself together because I'm usually not up this late. Stuff doing this with all this stuff that's going on, and all this I'm gonna say mind control that they got out there right now. That they trying to control us with all this stuff. I mean, they hitting us with so much. I mean, I get so confused. The other day I got confused. The guy made a statement. The guy said, now that it's getting cold and getting winter, more people are staying in, and so they getting sicker, with the thing. And then he say, well, we're gonna have to make sure everybody stay home. And my head just went, woo. You saying that more people are getting sicker staying home, and then you're gonna say we have to stay home. I ain't gonna say lockdown or anything like that because he didn't say lockdown. He just saying that they don't want to have to force people to stay in. But I'm thinking if staying in is getting us sicker, then why are you making us stay in? I mean, it's just the kind of stuff I be thinking of. I mean, it just always just blew my head up. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about the AI and people keep an eye on the AI. I mean, I know we got a lot of things going on with the budget, with the economy, with the fake food and everything they got. Hey, Tom M, how you doing? Hey, Art by Adrian, how you doing, Adrian? And Amanda Mazel, how you doing? I just wanted to let everybody know that we're in a situation now that we overlooking the bots because I'm gonna tell you like this. They making them cheaper. They're easier to do, just like those drones. And if they become autonomous, if you get let's say a very very rich person, because we got billionaires everywhere now. I mean, multi-billionaires. I mean, we got out of 300 and something million people, you got a lot of billionaires. We might have the super billionaires like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk who keep tiptoeing between one and two richest men in the world, but you got a lot of other billionaires, and they know that they can't control a military force because people won't do what a lot of people say when it comes to doing that strange thing. It will be no more hitless type stuff because people won't go for it. It won't be no more of that. It won't be no more people saying I was just following orders, you know. But a robot do whatever you want, and these people can buy their own robot army and do what they want. I mean, robots don't have to be 6 foot tall. They can be 3 feet tall and cause a lot of damage. They can be, yeah. If you ever check them out, you see they got all kinds of them out there. People keep saying that I'm preaching fear. That's not fear. That's fact. It's fact. It's out there, and I've been telling people for years. It's out there. Matter of fact, I was watching Magic Prepper today. He comes on Mondays. I was watching Magic Prepper today, and he did a video on normancy bias. The current threat will end you. Very good topic, very good video. He does a good job. I like him. I've been liking him for years. Even when he was in California before he moved. I remember when he moved. He was in California when I first started watching him. Now he's in South Dakota out there, the Dakotas. But he does a lot of good things, and he talks a lot of good talk. So you need to watch him if you don't. Magic Prepper is very good. He's got almost 100,000 subscribers. Maybe you get 100,000 by the end of the year. 100,000 subscribers. Wow. Yeah. But like I say, and what he's not preaching fear. He's not talking fear. What he meant by normancy bias means that people are taking for granted what is out there and that is hurting us. It's not fear. It's just what is out there and it's hurting us. We just brush it off our shoulders like, okay, that's the way things are. That ain't the way things supposed to be, though. Just because that's the way things are is not the way we're supposed to be. People are going to start eating fake food, fake meat, and all this other stuff, and they're saying, well, that's the way it's supposed to be. It is not the way it's supposed to be. Maybe I see things differently. Maybe I'm old school. Maybe I've been around too many government people to know that just because they say that's the way things are supposed to be is not the way things are. But they tell you this is what we're gonna do and this is the way things are. That's not the way things are supposed to be, though. But that's the way that's what he was trying to get the point across. Excuse me. Let's see what somebody's saying in there. Let's see. Bobby's 1044 here in Texas. Texas in the house. Ray, you up late? Yeah, I'm up a little late. Because like I said, I have a problem with my other camera. I'm going to use my other camera, and it doesn't video too good at night unless it got a lot of light. Doing okay. Glad you're right on right now. Thank you. AI is taking over more jobs. You're right. Hello, Urban. Hey, Harold Potter. How you doing? Didn't people watch the Terminator movies? Yeah, but I don't think they learned from the Terminator movies. iRobot. Everybody had these robots in their house. iRobot. And all of a sudden, one of them flipped the switch, and there you go. It was a movie with Shia LaBeouf out there too, with his AI was planning on killing a lot of people. It did a strike out there, and it took out some guy, and it was going to replace the whole national security people because they didn't want to do it. It's crazy. Shia LaBeouf was in that. I can't think of the name of it. It'll come to me. What's the name? Billy Bob Thornton was in it too. We've been eating clone food since the 70s. You're right. Ever since they started talking about we putting soy in our meat, soy and other additives, and it hasn't been the same since. It don't even look right. The gaslighting us. You're right. We are being gaslighted, and they playing the long game. See, people. I say it every time, and I'm gonna keep saying it because that's the way I learned in school. When you learn in school, the first, second, third, fourth grade, they keep repeating the same thing over and over and over again until you learn it. Your ABCs, your 1, 2, 3s, and all that stuff. Your basics. They keep teaching you over and over your basics, how to write, how to do handwriting. They teach you that until you learn it, until you graduate up to the next grades. And that's what I'm trying to do here. I'm gonna keep telling you people until you see the light, because until you get to where I'm at and you see things like I see them, then you can regress on your own and go out and you can find a lot of things. I mean, this is a very dangerous situation we're in, and sometimes people been known to disappear that knows too much or say too much. They say, well, he was a good guy, but he had a heart attack. No. You don't want that, because I've been seeing some stuff when I started doing some research about people that end up dying, because they dug too deep. You know, you start following the money, you can really get into trouble. You don't want to do that. Let's see, future doesn't look too bright. Tuna has soy in it right now. Yeah, yeah, tuna. Yeah, canned tuna. It does. You gotta watch some of the stuff, got some of everything in it. See, but the trick is they put these commercials on TV. See, TV is not your friend. TV has never been your friend. Right now, my machine is watching me as I'm talking into it. AI and they monitoring everything I'm saying. And like I say, the TV is not your friend. None of this electronic stuff is not your friend. They got AI on there watching us, listening to us, monitoring what I'm reading. They watching what I scroll down and what people scrolling down. They watch, and it's like we passed the point of 1984. We're in a brave new world. This is we like I said this before. Excuse me. I said this before. We're in the third age of man. People don't understand what I mean by that. They just think it sounds good. No, we done been through 3 ages of man, and and now we done moved into a third age. We done been through the 2 ages. We had the ages where we had the Stone Age. You remember that and all that stuff. Then we had the age of when we like steam engines and the cars that we got now and all this stuff. Now we done moved past that, and now we finna move into the third age with space exploration, living on other planets, and mechanical machines that becoming autonomous, where man and machine are going to be mixed. Where hybrid animals or hybrid people, I mean, people that's mixed with animal DNA are going to be running rampant out here. We're in that age. We're in the age of, if we had to make a movie, we're in the age of fantasy. Okay, let me put it to you this way. We're in the age of fantasy. See, I'm going to tell you something. For those of you who knows the Bible, and everybody always hear me say this, and hear people say this, that the best thing, not the best thing, but the most serious thing or the serious thing, how you ever want to say, is that the devil told people that he didn't exist. And people take it for granted that the devil don't exist. They don't believe in the devil. They believe in all this other stuff, but they don't believe in the devil. And the devil is working his magic right now. And that's what's happening. And it's all been prophesied. I'm not a Bible scholar, but I do know one thing, that a lot of the stuff out here is demonic. This is not real. We got people playing God. We do. We have people out here playing God, mixing human DNA with machines, mixing human DNA with animals. And what are they trying to do? They're doing this because they can. And it's not real. It's like I say, we in the age of fantasy. Let me read some of the comments. You got a private citizen government trying to take away public freedoms by 2030. Yes, 2030 is a lot of things going to happen. It's going to be no more gas cars by 2030. I mean, no more being made. Everything is going to be electric. We're going into a new age. We're not even going to, they're trying to kill fossil fuels, which they probably will. So then they don't want people to grow their own crops, like you say, with all the failed crops. It's Soylent Green and everything. Yeah, you know what Soylent Green was made out of, don't you? You what? See, now I was told somebody the other day about the Georgia Guidestone. Which, you know what? If they want only 500 million people on the planet, and we know how many billions of people are here, what are they gonna do with all those dead bodies? Soylent Green? Maybe they feed them to people. I don't know. Maybe they feed them to cows or pigs. I don't know. But it's a lot of bodies. Stewart, how you doing? It says, howdy, Urban Grandpa. Sir, you're go speaking the truth as usual. Thank you. Lori Lawson, how you doing? Let's see. It's Harry Potter. Is sorry to say, but the worst is yet to come. Oh, yeah, the worst is yet to come. 2050. I said the one. See, I might refer back to a lot of my videos that I said things. 2050. What was it? 2050. The machines are gonna take over. That's it. 2050. Because see, Elon Musk, he doesn't know it. He just doing it because he can. But he is not only planning on going to the moon. That's his side job. His real job is the robot thing. He's gonna make more money than anybody in the world with these robots. You look up and you see he's got these robots out here, and he's gonna start pushing them. And like I'm saying, in a couple of months, they're going on the market. They're not gonna be giant 8 foot tall or 6 foot tall robots. They're gonna start out with maybe about the size of a small pet, maybe about 3-4 feet tall, which is still a nice size, thing. And then they're gonna start making them even better. This is just a start. They always do this, like they did when they had the video game. Remember, they started off with Pong, then they moved up to Space Invaders, and now they up to Fortnite and Call of Duty. You see how it changed? How the technology changed? That's the same thing you're gonna do with these robots. They're gonna start off with something simple, but they able to program them for much, much more. I already seen when they got robots already set up for the military. So I'm just saying, just don't be fooled. We got to recognize our future enemy. That's life in the fast lane. I guess it's going to be a painful thing, but we might have to deal with them later on in life. I probably won't be around in 2050. It's sorry to say that the worst yet to come with the multiverse being pushed. What is it? Metaverse. Oh, I thought the multiverse. Oh, metaverse. Yeah, because I don't get me started on time travel in the multiverse. Man, I got into. Let me tell you, this is something funny. I got into studying quantum physics just to find out what's really going on, and that stuff almost blew my head off. My mind almost exploded. So I had to cut it down a little bit to just stuff that's easier to deal with. See, quantum physics is something so deep that the average person can't get into it like I tried to. But I did come up with the three theories of time travel, the theory of multiverses, and quantum travel, the principle. So I figured those out. I didn't master them, but I understand those. So I understand time travel. If somebody ever want to talk time travel, I can tell them what the theories are. And multiverse, I understand that. I mean, but the black holes and all that stuff, the folded in on the universe and how the universe time changes when you expand, that stuff can get to you. But I figured it out. I know enough to get by. Okay, Adrian, we'll be fixing our own beans and rice and growing our own vegetables. Yeah, you can unless the government allow it. In the last election, some states had on there where they didn't want people to grow their own food. Now, what kind of stuff is that? Why is the government trying to tell you not to grow your own food? When I was a kid, they used to pay some farmers not to grow certain things. I mean, I was like, if you got a farm, you grow what you want. But the government stepped in and told certain farmers not to grow certain things. And now we in this crisis where we have a shortage of everything. It's self-created. We always create everything. And people should always question, why do we always have some politicians that's always out to get everybody, that don't want nobody to have nothing? They just want them to have something, because that's part of the shadow government. Now, I talk about the shadow government all the time. What you don't want is a shadow government. We got one here. And what I mean by shadow government is politicians that have been in office for over 40 years. They know, you hear them talk about, well, I know this guy, I know that guy. We can negotiate this. We can fix that because y'all just like this. Y'all in the same fraternity. Y'all Democrat or Republican. Y'all know what y'all doing. Y'all playing a game. Y'all playing good cop and bad cop. You know what I mean? Y'all playing good cop and bad cop, and the only people getting rich are you. And you watch some other videos when I was talking about that, you see who I told on it, who I was saying making millions on this better back buy bill by not going either way. And I don't care. I don't care. Because like I said, I'm old. I've been around since I was born in the 50s. So with the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, I'm in the 220. See, I've been around a lot of decades. And I've seen so much. Like I told people, I remember when people eating horse meat. People don't even remember people eating horse meat. They don't even remember the gas crunch that we had in the 70s, where people had to stand in gas lines to get gasoline. I remember all that. People don't remember that. But I remember everything that happened. I remember some things that didn't happen to normal people. How the government came in and was arresting people because they were affiliated with certain organizations. Yeah, I remember that too, when they hunted them down like they hunting them people down on January 6th. Believe me, those of you, if you know somebody that was involved in that, they ain't gone. They ain't getting away. The government gonna hunt you down because that's what they do. Then they try to get a little feather in their hat. That's what they do. I've seen it happen. I have seen it happen, and it's going to happen, and it's happening to them. People, y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know how our government can be sometimes. They're good. Let me tell you, we got the best government in the world. We got a good government, but sometimes they abuse their power. You know what I mean? They do. And I'm not talking about defunding the police. I would never say defund the police because the police is what we need for protection. We didn't have the police, we'd be in trouble. So please stop saying defund the police. Everybody makes mistakes. You just gotta make sure you get correcting ones that's doing a mistake and out there, those bad ones out there. Let's see. I'm trying to read. Any robots are being programmed to repair themselves and relatively other robots. Humans won't fit in anywhere. We will be obsolete. Yeah, yeah. Let me give you an example. I would say Battlestar Galactica. Remember them robots? What they look like? You couldn't tell the robots from the people, and they were fixing their own self. They started off like robots, and then all of a sudden they end up like people, and they end up mating with people because right now they got a robot out now. I don't know if they call it a wound or whatever they call it, but they got a robot right now that can actually, I think, have a baby. I'm not sure what that thing is that they talking about, but it's out there. Let's see, 88 Mark 86. Hi, Grandpa. You still celebrate the win? Yeah, I like this. They played tonight. I had the cap on because they were playing Milwaukee tonight. They lost, but yeah, I like when my teams play. I like to wear the hats or the jerseys or whatever team is playing. You know, Ohio State or the Browns. Yeah, batteries getting low. God bless you. Stay safe. Trust in Jesus. Good night. Good night, Adrian. Tell Paul I said hi. Okay, awkward Texas. Yeah. Hello, Erica Gardens. How you doing? I love her pups. You got a pup just like mine. As a matter of fact, she got more than one. She got two. Let's see. Hey, Red October. Hello, YouTube. Red, what you doing up this late? I know you in Texas. I didn't think you'd be up this late. Let's see. Stuart, Uncle Al. Let's see. J556. A lot of people up late. Hey, Uncle Al, how you doing? Let's see. Okay. Dang, Ray, I'm older than you. My Santa grandmother lived to 99 and a half, and the things she saw and experienced, we were lucky we will as well. Yeah, I'm trying to live to be 100. I got quite a ways. No, I ain't got quite a ways to go, but I'm just trying to live to be 100. Laugh out loud. Took a nap earlier, so I'll be wide awake. Okay, Red. Yeah. I was born in the 50s. Yeah, yep. So, like I said, it's all good. And I grew up in the 60s. I'm a Motown baby. You could probably say that. I grew up in Motown. I lived through a few other genres like disco and rap. Yeah, but it's all good. Where is the UBI money going to come from? Okay, I did do a video on that, and I did check into it. It depends on where you live, because I know out in San Diego they already started UBI. I think they're giving some people $500 a month UBI. They had that up in Alaska from the pipeline money they was getting them people every year UBI. And now in Chicago, I understand people that's a very low income in Chicago, they're going to start getting, I think, $1,000 from their state a month in UBI money. You got to be at a certain income. See, the UBI money is going to come. Because they shit. I mean, shit. I don't mean to say shit. I don't want to say shit. But the UBI money is going to come. It's out there because once they really want to give a nationwide UBI, this is what they're going to eliminate. They're going to eliminate Social Security. SSI, SDI, all Social Security. They're going to eliminate unemployment, all the unemployment payments they're making. They're going to eliminate all that child care stuff because all that money going to be rolled into one big dough. It's going to be rolled in, and then they're going to take that dough and they're going to cut it up into UBI. And they're going to say, well, you were on Social Security, now you're on UBI. This is what you're going to get. You were on child support, now you're on UBI. You were on unemployment, now you're on UBI. They're going to take all that money that we got all these different organizations where we paying all these different people, like disability, SSI, regular Social Security, child care, unemployment, all that stuff is going to be rolled into one big money pool. And that's where the money going to come from. And so it's easy for them to control that. It's easy for them to control that. Then it's easier for them to control you. You understand what I'm saying? Because see, it's two things you can do to control people. One is money. Tell people you're going to get them some money. And you see how they are about this better buyback bill. Tell them you're going to give them a UBI every year. Every month. Tell them that. Tell them from now on you're getting UBI. You watch how crazy it get around here. People be, I don't even want to get into it. They be like waiting on the White House steps for you to sign that bill. It's just crazy. It's just crazy. Every grandpa, let's see. Notice how nobody in the government is talking about creating jobs or bringing back manufacturing to the United States. Well, they did bring back two companies to make chips. The computer chips that we sent over in the 80s to China that they have our store. Back in the 80s, it was a lot of what they call that espionage. They were stealing stuff from Silicon Valley, and they were selling it over to China and Korea, industrial espionage. It was a lot of that. They stole all that technology they making over in China is ours. They stole that technology from Silicon Valley, and they didn't care. They were making theirs, and then they went broke down there. But China stole all that technology and they enhanced on it because that's all they do. They take what somebody else done and they try to make it better. And that's what happened with that. So we got two companies here right now that are starting to make chips. And as far as jobs, there's jobs out there. I see jobs. I was just out today, and there was jobs everywhere. They were paying anywhere from the lowest I seen was $16.25 just for loading trucks, and up to $21 an hour working at Lincoln Electric. I know y'all heard of Lincoln Electric, the welding company, make welders. Yeah, so I was out there today. And so there's jobs out there, just that people don't really want to do them. They want to do their own thing right now. And I don't understand it because the job's the job when you ain't got a job. You take what you can get. But see, a lot of people just don't want to take anything. A lot of them. What did that guy say in Christmas Vacation? I just watched that. Oh, Cousin Eddie was holding out for a management position. Yeah, a lot of people are Cousin Eddie's out there holding out for management position. No more cash, no more living off the system. Yeah, the system wants you to live off of Red. You know that they want you because it's control. That's why you got to be a prepper. That's why you got to have your own food, grow your own garden. Get you some chickens if your state let you, because like I say, trying to cut that out. Get you a couple of pigs or goats. Get you something. Even if you're gonna have like I'm in the city, I got a container garden. I got like 5 containers. I grow stuff. I grow potatoes. I grow peppers. I grow greens. I grow watermelon. Get you something. Subsidize your food intake with other things. That's why I'm a prepper. I may get on here and talk and be upset about what's going on in Washington or what's going on in the world. But my main thing is that you got to take care of yourself and you got to take care of your family. I'm pro 2A. Second Amendment. Don't ever take my gun. But if they come and take it because of illegal action and stuff like that, I'm not gonna be happy about it. But I'm not gonna kill a man trying to do his job. That's plain and simple. I'm not violent like that. I will be very upset though. But anyway. I'm not one of them people to talk that crazy talk. So anyway, I'm pro 2A. I'm always gonna be pro 2A. There's other ways to get things done. Let's say that amount of UBI isn't going to be enough to support you or enable you to pay off your debt. We don't know how much how much of the UBA they're going to give you, how much they. I don't know what they're going to base it on. All I know is that's what they're going to talk about taking the money from. Because somebody, I think you asked me where they're going to get the money from. And I'm trying. That's where they're gonna get the money from. There's other things out there that they got money that they're gonna get money from too. You know, Medicare. I don't know. Government got so many things they throwing money at that I don't even know where they got money at. I used to work for the government, and that's the same government I work for. They used to buy $800 screwdrivers and $2,000 toilets. You know, toilet seats. You know, that money was going to, to other places, we think. So anyway, yeah. So you know, it's a congressman right now, one of them brand new woman councilman, that little group they got. I got her name. I can't pronounce her name, but she pushing for UBI. You know, Bernie Sanders has been pushing for UBI. There's a lot of them out there they pushing for UBI. So I'm just saying, just keep your ears open and you'll see what they're saying. See, right now this Buy Back Better bill is not a UBI. It's just something they want to give you extra. They want to give you extra. To me, I'm entitled to everything they give me because I pay my taxes. And I know there's rich people out there that's not paying taxes, and I know how they doing it. And one day it'll take me too long to try to explain to you how a guy like Donald Trump didn't have to pay taxes, or how like a guy like Bezos doesn't have to pay taxes. You know, he don't pay taxes. Jeff Bezos, $290-something million man, don't pay taxes. It's ways they do that they don't have to pay taxes. And I found that out. I tell you start looking at the stuff, you find stuff that can get you in trouble. So like I said, I'm not going to talk about that. Lost all my knives in a boating accident. Yeah. They ain't coming at the knives yet, but if they do, yeah, you better stop. You better go do some more boating. Let's see. Remember in James Bond Goldfinger, did you expect to talk Goldfinger? Did you expect Goldfinger to respond? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die. That's what the government thinks of all of us. Yeah, they do. They rather for us to die off than have to pay us. But then once they start paying us, you know, it's gonna be something. But like I said, I probably won't be around, but I know I'd said it first. Let's see. Uncle Al say not a Smurf, right? To laugh out loud. Damn the luck. So anyway, like I said, I just came on here because, like I said, I broke the lens on my camera, what I usually use to make my videos, and I was gonna post a video today and do a video. Actually, I was gonna do this on a video, but like I said, I broke my lens. I got a backup camera, but it doesn't show good without a lot of light. Like I have to have a lot of sunlight, or get me one of them lanterns. But it'll work. I mean, it just make me look darker. Let's say the government was crying about stimulus money to give us already, and opposed to giving us $2,000. So I don't think they want to give us UBM. Oh yeah, they want to give us UBM because, like I say, see the stimulus money is something totally different. This is not a UBM. This is money that's not accounted for. But the president say it's counted for. They know how to. They're gonna tax the rich to get this money paid or whatever. But the money, the money in the UBI is already paid for. It's already there. It's like I'm saying, they gonna change the way people get money from other systems. They gonna take everybody that's on a government assisted program, including disability and all, like I say, Social Security. They're gonna take all the people that's on that system and other systems, you know, age-dependent children and all that stuff, and that money's sitting there. That money is already sitting there, and they're gonna take all that money and it's gonna roll that into a UBI. And that's where that money's coming from. The money's there. They're just gonna change the system. That's all. And they're gonna have, instead of like 20, 30 different systems, they're gonna have one system. You know, people they gonna, instead of saying I'm on Social Security, they're gonna say you on the UBI. You know, guy said instead I'm on disability, no, you on UBI. Instead I'm on age-dependent children, no, you on UBI. See, it's all rolled into one, and they say they will save money because they won't have all them other people working them others systems, because they will eliminate those people. Those people gonna lose their job out of them other programs. You see what I'm saying? They're just going to streamline the system when they ever do decide to do that. It's a good system, I guess, but I don't know because, like I say, I only have a system I learned was this. Like I am a Social Security recipient. I'm a retiree. I'm on a pension, and so if they want to give me an extra $2,000, I'm gonna take it. I earned it. I think they've been underpaying the working class people for years. After all, they got this inflation out there that's killing us. I mean, inflation is really destroying them. I mean, I lived through inflation in the 70s and I seen what it looked like. It is not pretty. That's why the gas prices are what they are now. When I started driving, gas was 38 cents. And then all of a sudden, then all of a sudden, after the 70s, gas was over $1. I'm like, what happened? What happened in this short time between my learning to drive, and my wife learning to drive? It's just crazy. That's what I'm saying. It never went down. It's never going to go down. I'm not going to just blame the Bushes, even though every time the Bushes were in office, gas prices remained high because they own gas. They part of the gas program. They own wells. They own land with gas in it. They own all that stuff. The Bush made their money off of gas, among other things. Let's say UBI was based on our social credit score based or debit and political inflation. I hope not, because see, a lot of people, the reason they poor is because they got bad credit. I'm just gonna tell you straight out truth. Poor people do whatever they can to get by. You ain't gonna be able to save no money. You might not be able to pay no bills if you ain't got no money. So your credit score is gonna be low. I don't know exactly how they're gonna base that, because I don't think that'll be a fair situation if they based it on people's credit score, and their political affiliation. No, you can't politicize money. People will not go for it. Then you're heading for a revolution. When you promise people and you take them off a certain thing, and you promise them this, and you say, look, we're going to take all this away from you. We're going to take all that money we're giving you in these programs away from you, and we just going to give you this. And then all of a sudden they're going to say, well, this is what's going to happen because you're not affiliated with our political party. That's speaking of revolution. You can't do that. That's a revolution waiting to happen. That's going back. Now that's going back to 1776. Taxation and representation. See, that would get you in trouble. So that won't happen. They would never let that happen. Other countries would love to see it happen because countries are out there rooting for us to be divided of the people. See, people ask me what my political affiliation is. I don't have one. I'm basically independent. I vote for whoever I think is right. I do. You see, the people I always vote for seem to be always get in trouble with something. Yeah. In my race, I'm an American. I'm an American. Yes, governments, folks all over the world in the United States get chump change. Yeah, well, you know how I feel about us. This what they call that foreign aid. I will say the F word, but I ain't gonna say the F word. Yes, I feel sorry for some of these people. They get on TV and they show all these people over in Afghanistan and all these other places that's suffering and stuff like that. But I don't think we should spend another American life for it. I don't think we should give them money for countries that hate us. I mean, Mogadishu, they hate us. Well, then take care of your damn self. See, I said that. Sorry. I mean, if you hate Americans and you hate us, we ain't gonna give you money. Why should we? That's stupid. That's stupid. We need to stop paying people that hate us. You want to be our friend, you like us, you want us to help you, then you got to help us. But I'm not just going to give you money because you poor. That's shit. We got poor people here. I said shit then. Hey, Dave, Backyard Chicken and Outdoors, how you doing? Now I'm turned into a rant. Here I go. I'm ranting again. But that's okay. Some things just make me mad. Zeus, how you doing? Okay, Prep Bet Mitchell. We need domestic aid, not foreign aid. You're absolutely right. What are you doing up this late, Mitchell? But anyway, I'm glad to see you. Like I say, let me put it to you this way. I do not want to spend another American life on people in Afghanistan. I don't see it happen. They didn't want us over there, so we left. Now they crying, come on back, cause we broke. Get your friends to help you. Get the Taliban or whoever. Now the Taliban and the Afghan government or whoever is in charge that took over, they fight each other, kill each other off. We're not coming back. We don't care. We don't care. That's y'all problem now. Old timers lack of sleep. I do like to. Sometimes I be up to 3 in the morning. I can't sleep. I be up there watching movies and stuff like that. I do. I be up watching Sports Center and all that other crap. But anyway, that's my foreign policy. My foreign policy is this: you ain't gotta like us, but if you hate us, you ain't gonna get no help. I ain't helping nobody that hate me. You see what I'm saying? It just don't make no sense for me to give somebody money. Then they're gonna turn that money into bullets or bombs and kill my people, kill Americans on my dime. It's kind of like what we did in World War II. We were selling all this scrap over to Japan. Japan was buying off all the scrap. Every time we had scrap business was booming. They bought all our scraps because they know they didn't have a lot of natural resources. And then all of a sudden, they started talking about they hate us and all that stuff. And then they gave our scrap back to us as bombs, and bullets. Same thing. Same thing. People in Mogadishu, sorry for you. Get your government or the other people, your other governments there to help you. I'm not helping you. So people wouldn't vote for me if I was running. Who's sending Taliban aid? We're not sending Taliban no Tom. We're not gonna send the Taliban no aid. We're not gonna do it. They running the country over there. We're not gonna do it. But the people that's supposed to be running the country over there is talking about they want to open up negotiations with us again. Hell with you. Excuse me. Said hell. Well, I can say hell. That's the Afghan wanted the U.S. to leave for a long time. U.S. left, and now they complaining that we didn't have enough food and we abandoned them. That's what I was just saying. They complaining that we left them, we abandoned us. They wanted us out of there. They hated us. They wanted us out. They killing our troops, and they killing anybody that was a friend of ours. I can see what they did to the Russians. So now they on their own. Now you manage your own country. You didn't want the Russians there. You didn't want the United States there. Before that, you didn't want the English there. Before that, you didn't want the French there. Now you got your own country. Handle your business and keep us out of it. We don't want to be over there no more. U.S. have been played for fools too many times, and they resent us big time. A lot of times because the United States. Now I say this a lot of times, people. And I'm going to say it again. 1947, the Truman Doctrine. The Truman Doctrine got this going right now. All this stuff we have all over the world is because of Truman. If you don't believe me, check it out. See, what he did was he signed a document that said that we were going to be the peacekeeper of the world. Because, that's all. We were the strongest country in the world at that time. In 47, we just won World War II, and that's why we end up in Korea, and all these Vietnam. Now, Vietnam was not our fault. We were tricked into Vietnam. And I'm going to tell you, we were tricked into that, and that was because of the French. And the French got pissed at us just, a couple of months ago because we sold submarines to Australia, and it's all about money with them. I ain't got nothing against the French, but they can keep their country too. The next time somebody invades them, see if I won't send somebody over there. I hope my grandson never had to go because of fools like that. Thank you for your service and sacrifice on your behalf. Glad you made it out alive. Oh no! I'm not a veteran. Nope. I tore my knee up. I tore my ACL and the NCL up when I was 17. I got pins in my knee. And then I had to have it replaced, but I still got pins in my tendons. Yeah. So I was glad I was able to work at the post office because it took me 2 tries to get in, though. I had to go to a specialist so he could say that I could work. U.S. is sending the humanitarian aid to. Yeah, but see, if they want to do that, that's their problem. I wouldn't. I say if them people are hungry, they kick them guys out of office. You know what I mean? But if you start feeding them, they're gonna be dependent on you, and every time you don't show up, it's like I don't want to say that because that's degrading. I'm gonna just say when people become dependent on you like that, then they ain't gonna grow. So they gotta grow. We don't need to be feeding them. Volunteer Bill O'Rourke to go to Afghanistan to get our weapons back from the Taliban. Laugh out loud. They can keep them weapons. We gonna make newer ones. We gonna have update weapons because the ones they got they ain't gonna be able to fix once they break or something like that. Weapons is a dime a dozen. We can buy new weapons as soon as they figure out and sign this bill for our military because that's sitting up there too. That they haven't raised the debt ceiling, so we can get this military bill spent. I don't know politicians. I have it maybe it's too complicated for me, politics, but I'm like, it's just weird the way things are happening. You know what I mean? We fighting among ourselves. And you know what they say? A house divided cannot stand. You keep dividing this house and see what happens. And it's gonna get worse. Because I don't see a light at the end of the tunnel. I don't see a light at the end of the tunnel. There's no trust among the people. There's no trust among the parties. It's just no trust. You know what I mean? It's no trust. And nobody want to take the first step to reach a hand out. And then when you do reach your hand out, you check in his other hand and see if you got a club in it. Let's see. I don't know about the United States being fooled into Vietnam. The war machine with the industry conflicts wanted money. Oh yeah, we did get fooled in there. We did get. See, we got tricked. Let me tell you, France was there first. France got their butt whooped. They got their butt whooped. So what happened was France said we got friends in the United States. We're sending them over to have you send some advisors over. They went up to Washington talking whoever, I think Kennedy or whatever, and he sent military advisors over. I think he sent a couple of hundred the first time, and then the people that making money, like you said, seeing how much money they were making for selling these weapons to them, they escalated. They say, well, we're gonna start putting boots on the ground. We went from military advisors to boots on the ground and they kept escalating and escalating and escalating. I had two brothers over there, so I'm just saying they just kept escalating. Glad they made it home alive, as well as they could have been. Yeah. So anyway, it just kept escalating. That's how things can. Like we spent 20 years in this last war, it just kept escalating. We weren't over there supposed to be fighting a war. But we end up doing it because when we go to fight a war, we do like Desert Storm. We go in and we take and kick butts, Iraqi freedom, we kick butt. Well, then we end up being a police on all that stuff. We end up staying there. It's just crazy. It's crazy. Next trouble area is Ukraine. No, it ain't. That ain't our next trouble area. That's not our problem. Ukraine is ready to attack. Ground is frozen. Tanks. Why do we gotta help out Ukraine? Because of the Truman Doctrine. That's what I'm saying. We got all these alliances and stuff like that. Ukraine is right there. Russia can walk across the street and they be in the Ukraine. It's just like the Iron Curtain. You see what I'm saying? But why do we have to? Why can't England go over there for a change? Or France can't fight? I mean, what? I just don't want my grandson or my brothers or my uncles or my cousins or any one of my relatives to go back to war. I don't want to have to get that flag. I don't want the star on the window. That major Ukraine gave the military $25 million in February. I had a major ties to Ukraine. All right, they gave $25 million. But that's a drop in the bucket. That's a drop in the bucket. $25 million, that ain't nothing. Now, if it been like $500 million, I'd be concerned. But $25 million nowadays, how much does the airplane cost? You see what I'm saying? How much does a tank cost? $25 million, they probably was greasing some political hands over there. They try to get in good. I don't know what the deal is, and nobody actually know what the deal is with Ukraine. All we know is somebody say we should go over there and fight them. But I don't know. I'm like this. If you think we should go over there and fight them, get your gun, get your knapsack or whatever you're going to take, and go on over. Go on over. I'm not going to stand in your way. But if you talking about you should go over there and fight him, and then you start pointing to that guy right there, sending that 18-year-old kid to go over there and do your job because you talking bull, then I got a problem with it. I got a problem with it. Beto say he's gonna take away Texas AR-15s. Good luck, buddy. They've been trying to get those AR-15s. They've been trying to get the but the ARs off the market for years. You know that. You know that. Everybody, you know, they've been trying for years. See, now my state, we got a bill in right now that they talking about making us a sanctuary state as far as that goes, as far as gun laws go. Because we started off with the council law here. We got that approved. Then they got the stand the ground law here now. We got that approved. Now we talking about getting the the sanctuary weapon thing, sanctuary state here. Yeah, and like I say, I got a CCW. My wife got a CCW. We carry. So I'm just saying, my state is doing okay with me. I voted my governor. He's a Republican. I don't care. My mayor's a Democrat. My governor's is a Republican. So I voted for both of them. So I'm like, okay, it don't matter as long as they do what they supposed to do for the people. UFO aliens are shaking their heads at us. They say, look at those crazies. Yeah, it's like we're under a microscope. We're in a zoo. Yeah, the aliens. People don't believe in aliens, but aliens are out there. Aliens exist. Lizard people are here, but you got to understand, lizard people are not aliens. I'm only going to talk about another 9 minutes because I really wasn't supposed to do a live today. But let me tell you, lizard people are not aliens. They've been here since the time of Adam and Eve. They've been here. They just didn't want to deal with us. They just don't want to deal with us. I mean, it's been documented in some of these history books that lizard and snake, like people was fighting against people at one time. It was one of them Mesopotamian books or something like that. But like I say, hey, the UFOs are real. I don't know what their agenda is. Maybe they really over in China helping them out with this DNA mixing of the animals and people. Maybe they're the ones that helping China create these cyborgs. Maybe they finally figured out a way to do whatever they want to do. Maybe we just like a video game, a Matrix with these people. Maybe they just toying with us because we're an inferior race. So I'm just saying that. Let's see, the UFO folks just wait to pick up the pieces. You know what? There ain't gonna be no pieces to pick up. If some of these people start talking about pushing that button again, if you like me, you grew up in the 60s, every time they set up and got ready to fight. I remember Nikita Khrushchev. I remember the scariest thing I ever seen while I was watching TV with my parents, and this fool took his shoe off and started pounding it on the desk. I say, who was that? He talking about he would roll his tanks over American bodies and this and that and the other. I was like, woo, wait. And this guy was ruling Russia, the kid Khrushchev. He was talking about killing us like just like what not. I say, wow, and I'll never forget that. So anybody say Russia's your friend, Russia mentality has not changed. The guy that's running the country now was ex-KBG, and you know what they were about, So I'm just saying it's gonna happen. Russia built a Terminator robot tank. Yeah, they got a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, we got stuff too, but we so secret about ours, we can't never get to know what all ours about. I mean, we got the exoskeletal suits too. Like Robert, they got like Iron Man suits. I mean, that shoot stuff out their arms and stuff, but they got Iron Man suits that do all that stuff, make them super powered, take a hit and all that stuff, and they got weapons to go with it. So I'm just saying they out there. 25 minutes is just to start our military advisories. Advisors are over there now. Biden has a video meeting with Putin. Yeah, I heard about that. Ukraine tomorrow. Putin don't know Putin don't respect Biden. He don't care about Biden. It's like if I do, what you gonna do? Biden couldn't do nothing. If they attack Ukraine tomorrow, we won't do nothing. I'm gonna tell you like this: if they attack Ukraine tomorrow, what the United States gonna do? We gonna start sending troops in tomorrow? No. Biden, in order for him to what they gotta go through Congress to create an act of war. And that ain't gonna happen. Congress can't even pass a social bill and let us send a bunch of troops over there. So then Putin knows this. So he can do anything he wants. By the time the United States decide they want to go to war, they'll be attacking the United States. So I ain't worried about that. Biden can talk all he wants to. This man don't even care about him. I don't. He just said, just don't fall asleep while you're talking. Ukraine may not be the U.S. problem, but Biden has a major personal business interest there. That's okay. He'll make more money. He'll make more money if we have a war. You know that. Look, we had this thing that came out here. You know how much these millionaires made? You know how much they made because of this thing that was going on out there? People was losing their job, people was not working, people they were shutting down, and they were making millions. It's unfathomable. Like I say, the numbers don't match up. What's going on don't match what's going on. That's what I'm saying. But hey, what can we say? I'm just a pawn in this game. I'm just a pawn in this game. Yeah. Putting his quaking in his boots. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's quaking in his boots. Yeah, he's probably over there drinking Russian vodka and eating caviar, whatever they eating over there. Let's see. Heard the news that Putin wants to go back to the Soviet era and take the country closely. Yeah, he wanted to be the USSR again. Y'all remember that? See, it was Russia is just something that was here years ago. Then it was the USSR, which had all them countries, was all Russian. Then when they broke the wall down under Reagan and the Russian collapsed, Putin was in that collapse. You know, he wasn't happy about it because he KGB. Then it became just Russia again. Now he wanted to become the USSR again, Union of Soviet Socialist Republic. See, history, he trying to bring back history, you know, trying to get back his dynasty. He can get it because we ain't stopping him. We ain't going to stop him because nobody else want to stop him. Everybody looking to us. Putin wants to go back to the Soviet era. Yeah, he wants to do that. I know. He's been wanting to do that for years. And he's sitting out there telling you what you want to hear when you the president of the United States. And we say, okay, I trust him. Never trust Russia. Cold War mentality. It is understanding everyone he is putting the U.S. in peril. Yep. U.S. been in peril since we became a power. Look, Korea, they want to get us. China, they want to get us. Russia, they want to get us. Some South American countries, they want to get us. Hell, a lot of countries in Africa want to get us. So who don't want to get us? The U.S. is in peril every day. We wake up in peril. You know what I mean? Look how many cyber attacks we done had and how many done got through. I mean, the United States is always going to be in peril. That's why I'm saying, why even go look for trouble? Because trouble's going to find us regardless. And it's here and it's out there and there's nothing we can do about it. Yeah, Daddy Bush was the ex-CIA. Yeah, Bush was ex-CIA. Bush was something more than just CIA, y'all. He's part of that shadow government. Yep. Hey. How you doing, Belinda? Prep Studying with Belinda's here. Good evening. I was just fixing to go to bed and I noticed you were on here. Yeah, I was just testing out some stuff here. They will cry to the UN. Yeah, they would cry to the UN. Then the UN say we're gonna send some peacekeepers there. Then the UN gonna say, America, can we have 100,000 peacekeeping troops? And then we gonna say, well, who else sending troops? They're gonna say, well, Denmark sending 25, France sending 80. You know, England might send 200. You see what I'm saying? The piece of the pie that we are supporting is not equal to the total pie. We paying more and doing more than everybody else that's in the UN that's supposed to be sending troops. But if they said we want to send UN troops to America, you watch how the pie changes. But that's the way it is. Okay. What's going with the NBA champs at? Is it kind of fraud? No, the Cavs, they played tonight. Our Cavaliers played Milwaukee tonight. We lost. But yeah, I was watching the game, so I had my hat on. Yeah, like I say, when my teams play, if the Indians play, I like to have my Indians hat on, my jersey. If the Browns play, see some of my videos. I have my Browns hat on, my jersey. Ohio State. I have my jersey on. Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a big fan. I support our teams here in Cleveland. I don't have a Cincinnati jersey, but I need to get one because they in the championships in college football. Yeah, I've been down to Cincinnati. It's a nice town. I've been down there quite a few times. China is doing the same thing. They want to take back Taiwan. Taiwan. You know what? I'm gonna tell you something. That's just a ploy. China can care less about Taiwan. That's just to bully America. China could care less about that little ass. I said ass. That little island. That's just a ploy. It's just like when you want to pick at your big brother or something like that. You say something stupid. You know what I mean? You make them mad, and you try to make them throw a fist at you or something like that. You know what I mean? That's what is China's doing. They're poking the bear. You see what I'm saying? That Taiwan, they're poking the bear. If they wanted Taiwan, they can just go ahead and take it. What's the hold up? It's like these people that talk a lot of crap. You ever see them guys? They talk crap all the time. Either put up or shut up. You see what I'm saying? You know what I mean? It's like these boxers. I used to watch these boxers, and they used to always get up there. They talk all this stuff in these pre-fight, and then once they get in the ring, they can't fight. See, Mike Tyson said it best. Everybody got something to say until they get punched in the mouth. Yep, and that's what that. If China want that island, go for it. Don't tell me you won't do this and you want that. Go for it. Russia want Alaska. Woo, they should never sold it to us. But everybody wants something. I want to be a millionaire. I want to be a billionaire. You know what I mean? I want to hang out with the rich elite where I don't have to pay taxes either. Yep. But everybody wants something. I want to live to be 100. But ain't no guarantee. Ain't no guarantee they're going to get what they want either. So, we all got our wants. But see, we all need something. Right now, we need economic help, and we ain't getting it. Medical bills are piling up. Our taxes are going up. Everything is going up. Food prices are going up. We just want to live comfortably. That ain't asking too much. But seems like to our government it is. I don't understand it. Mexicans want California back. I vote okay. Mexican don't want California. Let me tell you something. I was on Magic Pepper today, and I'm a moderator. And this guy said Russia and China. No, he said China's going to invade the United States through California, and I had to laugh because why? California got 70. California, not just Los Angeles. California got 75,000 gang members. That's an army in themselves. If California ever lost their police force, guess who's gonna run to California? The gangs and the cartel. Cartel run Mexico. You think they couldn't run California? So don't even worry about that. They don't. I can imagine the Russians trying to control those fools in California. That'd be funny. It's like trying to take over New York. Oh well. How come you're not wearing a face mask? Your major is watching. Your mayor is watching. I'm at home. I don't have to have a mask on at home. Besides, I'm vaccinated. So I'm not worried. I just can't go out and be around people, I guess. So I'm not even gonna worry about that. Let's see. Not only California, Arizona, Nevada, New Mexico, Texas, Utah, Oklahoma, and Oregon. I don't know. I think the people in Texas have a lot to say about Mexico trying to come and take back Texas. I think the Mexican army would stand a chance come fooling through Texas. Let me tell you something. Some of them guys in Texas, they got some stuff. They got stuff they don't show on video, but they got some stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just saying, people always want to take back everything. England want to take back America. Quiet as they kept, but they can't because they can't take care of themselves. That was a great quote from Mike Tyson. Yeah, Mike Tyson said that. Let's see, saying with one in a hand, crap, the other. I heard that. It wasn't crap though. Take it where collect collectively we are in big trouble. Poke wanted C to Chinese C expansion. Well, he got it. He got it. We went E. That's his legacy. That's his legacy. America from coast to coast. He bought Texas. He Texas. He bought the rest of the country. California and all that stuff, Florida, all that stuff was purchased. Louisiana purchased from California. I mean from Florida and Louisiana. And then the Mexican purchased Northwest, all that stuff. I can't remember when all this stuff because it was in the 1800s. I may have been born, but I won't remember. Yeah, but anyway, yeah, we bought all that stuff legally, except for Texas. We annexed it because they was an independent country at the time. They didn't want to be part of Mexico. So yeah, but everything else was bought and paid for. Don't know about other places, but Texas and Oklahoma locked in loaded. Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. They gonna have a trial time coming through here. It's not gonna be easy. That's why a lot of them other countries over there they look at America with envy because see they done sit up there and they done let their Second Amendment rights go wayside. And now they at the mercy of whoever decide on how good it is for them. Example, Australia or